Good evening, Aviation 360. My name is Brandon, and this is my discussion board for week 2. There are many answers to this week's discussion board question, so I'm going to discuss a few reasons why businesses opt for using corporate aircraft, reasons that an alternative should be strongly considered, as well as some other factors that the pilot and manager would need to consider before making suggestions. I will also be looking at the comparison between a turboprop and a jet. To start off, there are definite reasons as to why the aviation department exists in any business. Perhaps the business does so well that the executives can afford the luxury and therefore would opt for this method of travel even if it wasn't the most efficient method. Or perhaps the executive of a company just likes to fly over his house or business. Chances are, though, it was in the company's best interest. Businesses thrive when things get done, and as a result, increasing productivity nets you a competitive advantage. It can be difficult to get work done when you can hear screaming child in the back of the coach. The two ladies in front of you decide not to only discuss every detail of their personal lives, but also share with everyone else on the plane, as well as with people constantly moving up and down the cabin. It's also not a place you'd want to discuss sensitive information, as you never know who might be listening around you. Now, these are all really important factors for the key employee, the COO, who is traveling mainly. With that being the face of the company, it's very important that that person is very well rested and has the energy and time to make it to the sales pitch meetings that they need to make it to. Now, looking at the chart here for the pilot is PC-12, the employee will travel 30,000 miles. The aircraft will get 120 hours per year. Employee hours are 184.8, and the time saving using on-demand travel is 566.9 hours. The travel hours for the airline would be 751, and the cost would be $70,577. Not to mention the difference between the overnight stays of 7 overnight stays versus the 55 for the commercial travel. Moving to the Learjet, those numbers are even reduced further, looking at 30,867 miles traveled, aircraft hours 77.2 per year, employee hours 142, and the time saving of 609 hours. The airline model for this travel is still 751 hours and then $70,000, 577 cost. Looking at this tells me that on-demand air travel would make the most sense for this company and save them time and money.